Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The former champion, 50, was named sole host in December 2023 after actress Mayim Bialik, 48, was let go from the series. Before that, Ken was one of several guest hosts who tried out when Alex died of pancreatic cancer in November 2020. Ken's trivia prowess was never in question, as he boasts the record longest winning streak in Jeopardy history with 74 wins in 2004. But there have been questions about his on-screen charisma as he transitions from famed champ to the face of the franchise. Ken never had another major TV role to his name, but he's not letting that stop him as he grows into his role for the long haul. A source told the U.S. Sun that Ken's ease on screen is something he's working to address, which is why he wasn't an immediate shoo-in to replace Alex. The long-term goal with his hosting has been for him to bring more of the easygoing, likable side of him to his on-air interactions with contestants, the insider said. That's far easier said than done because the episode tapings are highly technical and there isn't a lot of wiggle room in that format. To his credit, Ken is self-aware and knows his issues are always going to be how his personality reads on camera, and not his proven expertise with trivia or with the Jeopardy game itself. Ken knows this, Sony knows this, and everybody knows this is the reason he was never the first choice to replace Alex Trebek, they claimed. He got this job because the other candidates didn't work out, and Ken is at peace with that. Ken's hosting role now demands much more than just holding court with 3 contestants and an audience of millions every weeknight. While he only tapes twice a week, 5 games per take day, his job is expanding along with the ever-modernizing show. Being the face of Jeopardy sounds like an easy job with only a handful of taping dates a month, but there's a bit more to it than that, the insider added. Ken also shows up to give pep talks at audience recruiting events around the country. And as the franchise has transitioned away from the Alex era, Ken's had to set aside time. He's now embarking on various merchandising and spin-offs of the show, which are very important to keeping the whole enterprise profitable. Ken made a surprise guest appearance at an Inside Jeopardy! Live on tour in NYC in April, where he spoke at length and hosted a pseudo-game for 150 people. It's a high-stakes balancing act Ken has had to grow into. And his Emmy nomination last year was a big vote of confidence that the TV industry, or at least a healthy portion of it, is rooting for Ken to make this work and to have a long run as Alex has. The insider added that sticking with Ken instead of Mayim, a sitcom actress for decades, may have seemed like a gamble, but it's paying off. Even the transition from Mayim Bialik and Ken sharing hosting duties to just Ken having the job made Sony nervous. But Ken has shown that he can handle the job alone, and the ratings have backed that up. As long as the ratings hold and he doesn't make any major public gaffes, Sony will stick with him, haters be damned. While Ken's transition from contestant to TV frontman may be his biggest hurdle, other factors reportedly contributed to the decision not to choose him first. He's backed off from posting to his once controversial Twitter page, which got him in trouble when he guest hosted. He also tried out under former executive producer Mike Richards, who initially named himself Alex's host successor, that lasted a week. Ken is reportedly tied to a $4 million contract as host. The U.S. Sun previously reported that his contract isn't long-term just yet. However, Ken is happy to take a pay cut to ensure he remains a host for decades to come. Of course, Ken is already comfortable. He made $2.5 million from his still record 74-game run as a contestant, $4.3 million including tournaments. That said, Alex reportedly made $10 million a year by the end of his 36-year tenure, which is more than double Ken's salary even before a potential pay cut. Ken holds the record for the longest winning streak in Jeopardy history with 74 consecutive wins in 2004. Alex hosted the show's modern iteration from 1984 until November 2020 after losing a battle with pancreatic cancer. After his death, things got a bit chaotic, as viewers know all too well. After a series of guest hosts, officials announced that producer Mike Richards and actress Mayim would be taking over as co-hosts. However, in August 2021, Richards resigned over sexist resurfaced comments, and Ken stepped in to split hosting duties with mayim. In July 2022, it was announced that mayim and Ken would continue to host together for season 39 by switching off. However, after the show's summer 2023 hiatus, it was revealed that Jennings would take